This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, hello all. Welcome to the next session on SAP ABAP Smartforms today. And before going to the Smartforms, we have talked about the basics, fundamentals of the ABAP and SAP R3 architecture and thumb rules of an ABAP. And also what is data type, what is data object, and what is types. And also we have seen the debugger, how to do the debug and what is exactly the breakpoint and watch point. And also we have seen the string operations, and also we have seen the internal table operations and system variables and internal tables and work areas and append. And also we have seen sort and move and modify and loop to process the records, record by record, and read table to read the single records. And also we have seen delete, how exactly we can delete the data from the internal tables, and clear and refresh and free. And also we have seen the how to process the data from internal table by using loop and read table. And also we have seen uh, the conditional loops and unconditional loops. And data dictionary, we have seen what exactly the DML, DQL, DCL, and TCL. And what exactly the database table, how many ways we can create the database table, and what is conversion routine. And also we have seen delivery and maintenance, and what is delivery class, and F1 and F4, and what is table maintenance allowed, table maintenance not allowed, table maintenance allowed with restrictions. And also we have seen the primary key, what is primary key, and what is table maintenance generator, how you can maintain the table maintenance generator, and how you can enter the multiple records into the database table. And also we have seen what is master data and what is transactional data. And also we have seen the how to create a field with data element and without data element. And so if there is a plus symbol in SM30Y 30 transaction, why there is a plus symbol. And also we have seen the foreign key relationship, how you can maintain the relationship between the two database tables. And also we have seen sales and distribution flow, and how exactly the sales business will start, and what is inquiry, what is quotation, what is sales order, what is delivery, and the corresponding transactions and database tables. And also we have seen the what is SDLC, software development life cycle. And also we have seen SAP landscape, what is DAO and quality and production, and what is client, what is clienting concept, what are the different clienting concepts which we have in the real time, and how you can move the your development objects from one server to the another server by using the transport request. Transport request, we are going to transfer the objects from one server to the another server. And that's what we have seen. To save the your objects into transport request, we have to save in the package, and we save all our objects in the package. And package provides a repository for all your database objects. And also what is client independent, what is client dependent, that's also we have seen in the data dictionary. And also we have seen structures and table types. And so also DQL, how you can fetch the data from database. So there are different ways to fetch the data from database. Select star, that means it will fetch all the fields from the database table. Select specific fields, okay, it will fetch the corresponding fields which are mentioned in the select statement. And also into corresponding fields of, suppose if you have the target structure and source structure is not matched, we use an into corresponding fields of. And also if you want to count the number of records from the database table, we use a select count star. And also we use, if you want to read a single records from the database, we use a select single star. And also what exactly the inner join, and how you can fetch the data, common data from two database tables by using inner join. And also if you want to fetch the data, common data as well as left hand side table data, we use in a left outer join. And if you want to fetch the common data as well as right hand side data, we use in a right outer join. And also for all entries, how you can fetch the data by using for all entries. And also what is the precondition to fetch the for all entries, that also we have seen. So, and also selection screen programming, we have two types. One is select options and another one is parameters. With parameters we can design the single inputs, checkbox and radio buttons and push buttons, sorry, drop downs. And with select options, we can design the range and multiple values as an input. And whenever you use a select options, by default, it will create an internal table with the fields sign option, low and high fields. And also we have checkbox and radio buttons, and also reports. And with the reports, we are going to display the data in user required format in the screen. There are two types of reports: classical reporting and interactive reporting. And also in the way we report the data is in two ways. One is with the write statement, another one is the ALV. With ALV, we will use function modules and object oriented ABAP. Okay, this all we discussed in the reports. So ABAP is an event driven programming language. We have different kind of events in the reports: initialization at selection screen, at selection screen on field, at selection screen on block, at selection screen on value request, at selection screen on help request, and at line selection, top page during line selection, at user command in the interactive reporting side, and start of selection, end of selection, top page and end of page into the classical reporting side. And also there are some kind of messaging concept. We can design the messages. Okay, the message class we will design in the SC91, and the types of messages: error, success, warning, and also we have information, abandoned, exit. And this is the normal typical programming structure. We have input and processing logic and output. The initialization will be triggered before the input screen, selection screen, and after you enter some values in the input screen, the at selection screen event will be triggered. Whenever you process the selection screen value successfully, the start of selection event will be triggered. And so in the output screen, before the top of page event will be triggered whenever it sees the first output statement, and footer will be triggered whenever it sees the end of page will be triggered whenever it sees the line count. So that's a different kind of events which we have seen. And also the sequence of the events and interactive reporting. There are two ways we can do the interacting on a screen. One is click on record and click on push button. So click on record, the headline selection will be triggered. Clicking on push button, the at user command will be triggered. So this is the interactive reporting. Maybe you can see you watched my videos how exactly it will be triggered. And so this is the reporting concept. And after that, we have seen the control break statements, and also we have seen the different kind of things, modularization techniques. Okay, what is modularization technique? Code readability, code maintainability, and code readability and data integrity. And there are different types of modularization types, and we have include programs, function models, subroutines, macros, and object oriented ABAP. So function models are very important. So we use most of the case the function models and also the classes. So we have seen the what exactly the difference between include programs, function modules, and subroutines, and macros and object oriented ABAP. Maybe so I can share the object oriented ABAP for the recent batch in today. And also we have seen the this thing object oriented ABAP, and what exactly this we deep dived into the object oriented ABAP. And also we have seen the module, what exactly the flow, and so field symbols also we have seen. And then we have seen the ABAP ABAP list viewer, and what exactly the ALV, and how you can build your reports by using the ALV ABAP list viewer by using function modules. And maybe the object oriented ABAP is different for them, and but the current batch they know how exactly build the reports. And also we have seen the module pool programs, and then we have seen the ALV edit functionality. Okay, a lot of things we have seen, and reports without screens with the SCALV reporting. And also we have seen the BDC, how to upload the data from the files, batch data communication. And next thing is, in today's class we are going to talk about the smart forms. What exactly the smart form? That's what we are going to see in today's class. And in the evening, the 4 o'clock, there is a class for the UI. But so now we are going to talk about the smart forms as a combined batch and smart forms. What exactly the smart forms? So what exactly the report, guys? Can anybody remember what is report? Can anybody remember what exactly the report? Can anybody remember what exactly the report? Can anybody remember what exactly the report? Can
It
anybody
displays the summarized data.
okay, display the data in user required format on a screen, that is in a report, right? And here print the data in user required format. Printing the data, guys. We use the smart forms to print it. Okay, so that's an smart forms. And what exactly the use of the printing? Okay, so print can be it's a physical or online, both you can say. Okay, so what exactly the printing? Let's take an example. So maybe uh, yeah, so you are going to the supermarket, right? So whenever you go to the supermarket, after you buy something, they will give an invoice. Bill is nothing but here it's an invoice, right? So here you can say their logo, right? And here you can see maybe logo. Here you can see the supermarket address. Maybe I can say it's in a company address. And also here you can see the list of items. Okay, maybe the first item. Sorry, Control Z. Maybe here I can print the uh, item, material, quantity, price, total price. So this is my list of items, I can say. List of items, maybe serial number and material and quantity, price, T price. Okay, serial number one. Yeah. Okay, material is some. Okay, some you can put something any material. Okay, so maybe I can say freedom sunflower oil. Okay, quantity 5 and price is 95. So the total price is 5 into 95. Okay, so which is in a 495. So like this we have in a different items. Okay, maybe I can say X quantity 1. Okay, maybe it's in a 220 rupees. The total price is 220 rupees, and you see in the bottom it's in a bill, and maybe in the bottom you can see okay here a footer. Okay, here you can say it's in a thank you. Okay, so this is what a bill is generated whenever you go to the supermarket. So this is kind of bill. So how exactly we can design? So the concept is in a smart forms case. And also you can see some kind of barcodes as well, right? So you can see some kind of barcodes and QR codes. Let's take an example. You booked a ticket, movie ticket, and whenever you take a printout of your ticket, you can see the QR codes and barcodes. So that also sometimes we will be having QR codes and barcodes as well. Not only this information, and we can design the uh, barcodes and QR codes also. Maybe I do not have symbols, so that also we can design. Okay, that also we can design. So barcodes and QR codes, images. See, this is an example of a QR code. So this is my QR code, I can say. This also we will design. So maybe hmm, what happened? Uh, PPT is hanged, guys. Wait, it is hanged the PPT. Okay, now you can see. So this kind of things also we can design by using smart forms. So you can design the bills and you can include the barcodes and QR codes inside the bills. Not only bills, I can say it's a bill or invoice. Okay. So if you want to print the data in user required format at format in physically or online, so for that we are going to use a smart forms as a concept. Okay, so what exactly the smart form and how you can design the smart forms and all we are going to see in this in today's class. And maybe so this is my smart forms. The requirement is here. So if you want to design like this and we use the smart forms. Okay, yeah. So this is the smart forms. And what is the transaction code? And to create a smart form, to create the smart form, the T code is same. Okay, smart forms only. The transaction code also smart forms. The T code we use in a smart forms, and another one is smart styles. Also we use smart styles. So smart forms used to design the smart forms, and smart styles are used to design the fonts and barcodes, um, and colors, this kind of things, styles. Okay, and styles and layout. So this kind of things we use in a smart styles to design. And so what exactly the this here we are calling it printing is always we always talk about in a page. A smart form contains in a page. um, um, so we are going to talk about so what exactly this. So this is in a page, guys. So in the smart forms we have in a pages. Here you can see the total, I can say it's in a page. So it's in a page. So the smart form contains in a page, and this is in a page. So here you can see this is in a page. Yeah, slow here, very slow today. This total section is on a page. Okay, so inside a page, so we have different sections. So this is one section, company address, and logo is also one section. And here you can see the item details is one section, and here you can see thank you is one section. So there are different kind of sections which we have. So this we call it in a windows. So here this is the total thing is in a page, and here you can see thank you, which is in a one of the window. So here you can say it's in a window. This is one window, and like this we have different kind of windows. So this is company address. This is a one window. This is an A1 window. Logo is one window. Item details one window. Thank you. Footer is an A1 window. So we have a page, and the page contains the different windows. We use a windows to display the data with the different sections. So that's in a page and windows we are going to have in a smart form. And smart form contains pages and windows. Okay, so contains pages and windows case. Contains pages and windows, and we can have multiple pages and windows in a smart form. In a smart form we can have multiple pages and multiple windows as well, not only single page. We can design the multiple pages and multiple windows in a smart form. And there are different kind of windows, we will see different kind of formats also. And also we can print the pages in different formats. Like we have an a so there are two types of layouts in a smart form. So one is horizontal and another one is the vertical. So the horizontal we call it's an a portrait, port portrait, which is an a format like, which is an a vertical, your A4 size page, that we can call it's an a mm, portrait. So vertical. And we have landscape. Landscape is in a horizontal format. Horizontal format. So different formats we can print it. One is vertical format, that we call, that term is portrait, and we have the horizontal format that we call it's in a landscape. So simple. If you take this total, and if you tilt this, and it becomes an a landscape. This is an a portrait format, and if you want to print this in a landscape format, just tilt this page, and horizontally you can see that is in a landscape format. Okay, that also it's possible with the smart forms. Okay, so let us take an a simple. So you buy one bike, so you are going to get an invoice, right? So every bike or every vehicle will have an invoice. So how you can design a invoice by using smart forms, that we are going to see in today's class. So if you want to do that, and then I'm going to the SAP system, and go to the SAP system. So this is my system, and I forgot the user ID and password, guys. Wait for some time. Give me some time, guys. I do not have any user ID and password. ST HANA 11. So I'm going to the transaction smart forms, and I'm going to create a smart form. So now you can see the smart forms. So Z 9, okay, smart form SF 9 underscore invoice uh, details. So this is the smart form which I am going to create. So the transaction is smart forms only, and create the smart form and create and see. So you can see the one page, guys. So you can see the page layout here. So this is the page layout. Here you can see this is the layout of the page, and in this you have a window. By default, one main window, one page will be created. See, by default, whenever you create a smart form, one page and one main window will be created by default. So when we create a smart form, when we create a smart form, by default, one page and one main window will be created. So whenever you create a smart form, one page and one main window will be created. So not only the main window and page, and also it will create a name. So when you go to the system, you can see. So there is a form attributes and form interface and global definitions. What exactly it is, we'll see now. So it will create, and also it will create, and it will create form attributes and form interface and global definitions. So it will create a form attributes, form interface, and global definition. I will come back to the this page later. And so what exactly the form attributes? And if you can see here, form interface and global definitions. So if you want to hide this layout, this we call it a layout editor, guys. So if you want form painter, so if you want to hide this, you can click on form painter, it will hide. Suppose if you want to get the form painter, click on this, you will get in a form painter. Suppose if you don't want in a form painter, click on this. If you want to get in a form painter, click on this. If you want to get in a form painter, and if you want to hide, click on this. If you want to get, and again click on this. So this is the way we can enable and disable the form painter. Now I don't want the form painter now, and you can see in the form attributes, and so output options. In the output options, you can see you can assign the style in the form attributes, and you can assign the page format. See guys, there are different kind of pages, right? So there is an Adina 4, which is an A4 size page. It's a normal page you see every day, right? Your book will be having an A4 size. So this is the A4 size, and also here you can see there are different kind of page formats. We can set it up with a different size. Also we can set up the pages. Let's take an example. If you take long book, which is exactly an A4 size, but if you take the short book, is it A4 size? No, that sizes will be different. So exactly, if you want to set your own sizes, we are going to use a page format. So form attributes contain the page format and style. Okay, form attributes contain the page format and style. Form attributes contains the page format and style. So what exactly the form attributes? Form attributes contains the page format and styles. You can assign the styles means you can design the layouts, guys, with the different fonts, with the different sizes of font, with different size of colors. Okay, that kind of things we can use with the styles. That also you design the style, you can assign that style to the smart forms. So that is the form attributes. And form interface. What exactly the form interface? It contains the interfacing parameters of the smart form guys. So guys, for anything, so what exactly the SAP guys? SAP is for the mainly used for the data processing, right? So how you can pass the data to the inside the Smartform? See, I need to pass the logo, I need to pass the company address, I need to pass the item details, and I need to pass the invoice ID to the my barcode. And if you want to print it, so print the data, the Smartform requires any data. So exactly here the form interface is nothing but it contains the interfacing parameters of the Smartform. And and with interfacing parameters we pass the data to the Smartforms from the ABAP programs. So whenever if you want to call this Smartform, we call this Smartform from the external programs, that means it's ABAP programs. So whenever you call the Smartform from the ABAP program, we use a form interfacing parameters. So whatever the interfacing parameters you design in the Smartform level, so with that interfacing parameters we pass the data from programs to the Smartform guys. That's exactly a form interface. And next one is third one is global definitions. So with the global definitions, so guys, in ABAP program, if you want to declare data objects, where you declare guys? So in the top of your program, you declare data internal table and work area and variable. Here also the global definitions, we can declare data declarations, and we can write the code inside the initialization. And so here you can see, go to the Smartforms, click on a global definitions, you can see global data. Here you can declare your data declarations. And types, you can declare your types. So types begin of ty underscore mara, mention the fields end of types. And also you can declare the field symbols, you can declare the code, you can write the ABAP code, and you can declare the subroutines, and you can declare the currency and quantity fields. What is the reference, a reference field and a reference type, that kind of things we declare in the global definitions. So we can declare the data declarations, we can write the code, we can declare the subroutines, we can maintain the quantity and currency fields. That's what we can do inside the Smartforms guys. Very important Smartforms. In each and every project you see there are a lot of requirements in the Smartforms. It's a very important concept for an ABAPer. Okay, so we write the code inside the initialization, and we can declare the subroutines, we can declare the subroutines, and also we can define quantity and currency fields. So these are all the things we can do with the global definitions in a Smartform guys. So whenever you create in a Smartform, by default it will give form attributes and form interface and global definitions and one page and one main window guys. And also there are different kind of windows which we have. So page, right? So one page, this is my page, this is my page. Inside my page I design my windows, maybe items. Most of the times we design the items in the main window, and also the other things we will design in the secondary windows. There are types of windows which we have in the uh, Smartforms. What are the types of windows? So maybe go to here and types of windows in the Smartforms. Types of windows in Smartform. So what are the types of windows we have? One is the main window. It's in a default window which will be created. The another one is the secondary window, and next one is copy window, and we have a final window. So what is these four types of windows and what exactly these windows purpose? We'll see in the next subsequent class. So main window provides dynamic memory, and if the data doesn't fit in single page, we can print the remaining data in the next page, guys. That's a purpose of a main window. Okay, let's take an example. I go to the supermarket and I bought, okay, in my page I can print only 10 items, but I bought almost 500 items in a DMart. So can you print 500 items in a single page? It's not possible. Okay, maybe in one page it will print 20 items. The next 20 items will print in the next page. The next 20 items will print in the next page. So like that it is going to print out. So if you want to design the items, if you want to print the items, we use in a main window. We don't use in a secondary window. That's in a purpose of in a main window. So it will provides in a dynamic memory, and if the data doesn't fit in a single page, we can print the remaining data in the next page. So the purpose is of the main window is that. So that means if you want to print item kind of stuff, always we use in a main window. Normal data we use in a secondary windows case. So it provides a fixed memory. It provides a static memory, not fixed. Again, a static memory. And if the data doesn't fit, let's take an example. So I designed a window with a secondary window, but the data doesn't fit in that window. What happens? So uh, in the doesn't fit in the allocated memory, and the data will be truncated. It doesn't fit, guys. It will truncate. Okay, let's take an example. What exactly the truncate? So I have designed a window with this fixed memory. So this is my fixed memory. Okay, maybe I write I love coding, and if you want to love coding, put more efforts. See, you can see you cannot display the data, right? So I have allocated the space this much. You can able to see the data this much. The remaining data you are not able to see. That's what the truncation, the data truncation will happen whenever we use a secondary window. Secondary window provides a static memory or fixed memory. Suppose if the data doesn't fit in that window, the data will be truncated. But if it is in a main window, the data will be printed in the next page. So that's the difference between the main window and secondary window. So we talk about these two windows, and we design the some of the things with a secondary window, main window. Then we talk about other two windows in the final window. What is copy window later? Okay, I don't want to talk that now. Maybe I go to the SAP and C11 HANA Smartforms. So this is the one change. Okay, it's I didn't save it again. I need to create it. Okay, so maybe I can design a first guys. So form attributes, I'm going to output options. I select an Edina for a size face, and font is system font. By default, it will take the fonts. Later, I will talk about this. And form interface, guys. So I need to print invoice, case. Maybe always I use importing parameter. Okay, importing, maybe I can say it's an IM underscore or IV variable. I can say IV underscore invoice. So this is my importing parameter. Okay, and a type. So I'm declaring my own interfacing parameter. That means I interfacing by importing means I can pass the data to the smart form, right? Importing means I can pass the data to the smart form. So I will pass the data as an invoice. to the smart form. And invoice number, here you need to define a data element. Guys, can anybody remember what is the data element for the invoice? Can anybody remember what is the data element for the invoice? Can anybody remember what is the data element for the invoice? Can anybody remember what is the, okay, leave it out, data element. What is the database table for the invoice? Header table for the invoice. What is the database table for the header table for the invoice? Nobody. What is the header table for the invoice? How you can project as an a 3 years experience if you don't remember this single table? Prashant Konde, yeah, it's an VBRK. No guys, I didn't expect the answer from you. Okay, the answer is VBRK, but I want other people answer. You are the e-invoice champion, I know. So, but I'm expecting this answer from others. It's an EBRK, but I don't take the table, guys. I need to take a field from the invoice data element field. Go to the S11 and put the table VBRK, and my PPT gives everything, guys. If you go to the sales and distribution flow, you can see the invoice database table VBRK. And VBLN, which is a billing document, is nothing. Bill means invoice, and VBLN is the field. So VBLN VF, even you didn't remember the naming conventions. So if it is in a sales, VBLN underscore VA. If it is in a delivery, it's in a VBLN underscore VL. If it's in a invoice, the VBLN underscore VF. That's in a simple foundation, guys. So you have to give the VBELN underscore VBELN underscore VF. This is the data element. So this is a save. So I can pass the data to the here, and maybe I can put GEDZ. It is there. 9 save. 9 does not exist. Okay, I can create. Let me create this. See, okay, what is the transaction code to create a package? What is the transaction code to create a package? What is the transaction code to create a package? Simple answer. What is the transaction code to create a
21.
package? SE 21. Okay. So go to the SE 21 and create an GEDZ 9 and create and okay, and create Smartforms. Okay, save it. Huh? Your Kasturi, you have to talk. Save and see, I have saved in the package GEDG9 and I have used an importing parameter. That means with this I can pass the data from ABAP programs, guys. How can you pass the data to the smart form with the form interface interfacing parameter? You can see import and export the tables and exception, guys. Where do you see this case? Import, export tables and exceptions. In which object of ABAP you can see importing and exporting tables and exceptions? In which object of an ABAP you can see importing, exporting tables and exceptions? In which object of perfect answer, Akhil. It's in a function
Function
module.
module.
See, yeah. So see guys, you see this smart form. Okay, whenever we execute in a smart form, it will convert as in a function module, guys, with the importing and exporting and tables and exception parameters. That's why the prerequisite for the smart forms is the function modules. You should know the function model, how to call the function model, and what is importing parameter, what is exporting parameter, what is table parameter, and what is exceptions. So here you can see importing parameter. I passed the invoice to the smart form and save it, and that is done. So I have an invoice number. The invoice number is IV underscore. IV means importing variable. Variable means it holds only single value, and I will get an invoice number, as an input to the smart form. And based on that, I'm going to print the details, guys. So go to the window, create a window, guys, page, and create. If you want to create anything, guys, you have to right click on the page. If you want to create a window, you need to right click on the page. Okay, create. And here you can see you can create one more page. You can create a window, you can create a graphic, you can create an address. So I'm going to create one more window. So uh, this window, maybe I can delete this, guys. Wait, why it's going printing in the top? So delete. Maybe I will select the main window and create in a window. See, it will, when you select window, it will create under that window. Okay, see, there are different windows. Otherwise, if you select on a page, the new window will be created before the main window. So this is my window, guys. So maybe main window. So main window is used to print the items. Print item details. You can change the description. That's not a problem. And this is my secondary window. Maybe this window I will use to print it's a logo window. Maybe I can say it's my logo underscore window. Okay, print logo. This is my window, and here you can see what type of window it is. And here you can see window type, and window type is a main window, secondary window, copies window, and final window. So maybe I use always one main window per one page and n number of secondary windows for one page, case. One secondary window. So now go to the form painter and adjust your page, guys. See, this is my form painter. So I don't want this much main window. See, guys, you need to select the window and you need to drag and drop. So if you want to drag and drop, you need to select the block. There is a block color symbol square, and select that and reduce the size. See, I can reduce and increase, reduce and increase, reduce and increase, reduce and increase. So if you want to do that, so you need to select this block dotted uh, square. And suppose if you want to reduce the width, see, reduce, increase, reduce and increase, reduce and increase. This is the way we can align the windows. Maybe I can reduce the main window. Maybe I can put this. See, guys, suppose if you want to move total window, select the total block. See, don't select block color thing. Select total window, put cursor on the window and drag and keep this side. See, so I can drag and drop like this. Logo window and logo window. This is my logo window, guys. Okay, and this is my main window. And maybe I can design like this. And always on all windows should be in the aligned. Okay, and left margin also like this. And also, suppose I would like to print company address details. Okay, I am going to create one more window. So I will divide the windows. Windows provides in a separate section. So I create one more window. Maybe I can hide this, save, and form painter hide. So this window is an address window. Let's take an example. Which is a company address window. It's not a company, it's a company address. Not the customer address. I can say it's a company address. Okay, print company address details, and which is also in a secondary window. So now you can see three windows. And if you want to align, go to the form painter again and see, this is my company address. Maybe I can do the adjustment like this. See? And so extend the address window and like this, and increase the size of the window, company address details. See, so this is the my alignment in my page. And next I am going to print the data on these windows. And logo window. So logo, first I am going to go to the logo. And if you want to print images, guys, save. First thing is, how can you print different data? How to print the data in the Smartforms? How to print the data in Smartforms. How do you print? So we use text elements to print the data in the Smartforms. How to print the images in the Smartforms? We use graphics to print the images in Smartforms. Okay, so maybe, so everything guys, if you want to create anything in the smart form, always select, suppose logo means I need to print the company logo. You have to right click, anything is right click and create a graphic. See, with a graphic I can print a logos, create a graphic, and here I can print. Okay, I will take an existing thing guys, maybe I will go here and put the F4, and here you can see F4 is not there, name F4, maybe I can put some SAP star enjoy. There is an enjoy transaction guys, so execute. There is an enjoy graphics logo. So I will show guys how to upload the graphics and all in the next class. I'm going to use an existing enjoy image, actually SAP logo, and which is a color bitmap image, black and white color, maybe it can be in a black and white, and resolution you can put 150 dpi. Okay, that's a graphic, and save it. This is my logo guys. I have printed a logo in the logo window, and also in the company address I'm going to print an address details. So if you want to print the data, we use in a text elements. So you need to use in a text. Text elements is nothing but here it is in a text. So create a text under that window, select the window where you want to print. So we need to use that window guys. So here in the logo window I printed in a graphic logo. If you want to print in a company address, we need to use in a company address window and right click on that address window and create a text. So go to the text, click on here and change the text name. So the name can be, it's in a what kind of, it's in a what text it is, company underscore text. Okay, company text. This is in a description, meaningful company address text, and don't use this word guys. So if you want to write in a text elements, always you need to use this guys. You need to use this text editor. You have to click on this text editor. You have to click on this text editor. You have to click on this text editor. Click on this pen symbol. Click on this pen symbol. You can see, click on this and go to change editor. After you click it, go to, you will see the screen and go to change editor, and here you can see you can print the data guys. So maybe I can print, it's an EDG techno, it's a hard coded text guys, EDG technologies. Maybe what is that guys? Maybe something you can put it, maybe Sai Nilayam, enter. See, it is going there. Don't print here. Control C and Control V, line by line if you want to print. So guys, here the sorry, Sai Nilayam, enter, and every line if you want to print in the new line we need to use enter. Okay, Sai Nilayam, maybe Amir Pet uh, behind my Trivana. Okay, Hyderabad. Okay, that's it. We don't mention much. Hyderabad and 50010. This is the pin code. This is the this is the address details, and come back. So I just printed something, guys. So just I save the smart form. See, activate the smart form. So I activated the smart form. And whenever we execute the smart form, whenever you test the smart form, it will generate in a function modules, guys. It will generate one function module. See, execute and see, guys. So what is this transaction? What is this transaction? What is this transaction? What is this transaction? What is this object? It's an a function module. When we test an a smart form, when we test smart form, SAP will generate one dynamic function module with interfacing parameters which are defined in smart form. So what are the interfacing parameters which we have defined in the smart form? With that interfacing parameters, it will generate a smart form, display the function module, and you can see import. See, iv underscore invoice, which is in a type of vbeln underscore vf. This is our one, and there are some other interfacing parameters which are the standard SAP interfacing parameters. We talk about this also, what exactly the control parameters and what is output options, everything we talk. But here you need to concentrate on how. So invoice number is an uh, interfacing parameter. All are optional. Here the invoice number is an a mandatory or optional, guys? Is the invoice number is an a mandatory or optional? If you can see the invoice number, do you need to pass the data or not? Here, do we need to pass the data to the function module or not? Do we need to pass the data to the function module or not? Guys, this is a function module concept. Do we need to pass the data to the function module or not? So perfect answer, it's a mandatory. And Akhil, so you are eligible to go with the resume. So please contact me in WhatsApp. I'm going to prepare the resume for you. Don't waste your time. And so this is the time to put a post a resume in the Naukri. So you are eligible. So please contact personally in the WhatsApp. I will plan for you to prepare a resume. Okay. It's an invoice number is a mandatory. So you should pass the data to the uh, function model, guys. You should pass the data. So maybe I can execute this function model and invoice number. See, if I execute, definitely it will ask. See, invoice number is a mandatory. Maybe I can provide some kind of test as an invoice number. So here, whenever we execute a function model, it will ask for an output device. What exactly the output device? Where you need to print this data? Where you need to print this data? Suppose if I have my connection HP laser ink jet some 10. Okay, this is my printer. If I select this printer, it will print that page in this printer. But I do not have any printer setup. So instead of the printer, I use an LP01. LP01. I will use this screen as a printer. I will use this screen as a printer. So for that we use an LP01. Output device is an LP01. Output device is an LP01, and use the print preview. Use the print preview. And here you can see, guys, wow, you can see an SAP Enjoy as a logo and address details. EDZ technology. Finally, I'm repeat behind my Trivanam. We printed, guys. If you print this, you will see this data on a page. And suppose if I want to convert this as in a PDF, maybe I can see in the PDF page, and I use uh, uh, exclamatory mark and PDF, and I think it will give a PDF view as well. Is that correct? PDF exclamatory or exclamatory PDF. So something I can do, or else text print pull request number created. Sorry, we can view this is a PDF preview. Yeah, so you can see this comes as an a. Okay, maybe the PDF is not working. Okay, you can do that, guys. You can print in a PDF view, guys. So that's a normal hard coded text we printed here, but the data is dynamic. How you can print the dynamic data, and all we are going to see uh, after 10 minutes of break. We can see how you can print the dynamic data in a smart form, guys. Okay, we'll take 15 minutes, not 10 minutes. Now it's a time is 10:25, and we'll start the next in the 10:40, and how you can print the dynamic data in a smart form. And 10:40 we are going to start again, guys. That's it for now. And also evening also the batch Monica and others, and we have except Rahul and Pratyusha, in 4 o'clock we have a Fury class. Okay, from today we are going to have two classes, one in the morning and one in the evening at 4 o'clock. Okay, so after 15 minutes we'll start again the smart forms, and we'll complete the basic concepts like smart forms and all interfaces. I will little fasten up, and please you have to put the efforts parallelly, so we'll complete as soon as possible the smart forms as well as interfaces and workflow and enhancements also I need to cover. Sorry, I forgot to mention that enhancement also we have to cover. Okay, so in the morning we use the regular, and 4 o'clock we use an advanced course. Yes, so that's it, and we'll uh, catch you after 15 minutes at 10:40. uh, that's it.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys, we have seen how to print the smart form with hard coded data, right? So normally just basics I explain. So maybe we'll go with the ST HANA 11 smart forms, and go to the smart forms, and here you can see form painter. And if you want to drag and drop, guys, see here you can put the cursor, you drag this side, and this is the alignment which we did. Based on the alignment, window alignment, it is going to print the data in the smart form or in the page. So for this we have created two windows, two secondary windows. So secondary window means it's in a fixed size. It will print on that window only. If the data exceeds, it will truncate the data. But main window, so we have the main window, and suppose if you want to print the data in main window, if the data exceeds, it will go and print in the next page. Okay. So and also in the page, you have to select. See the next page as this is my page one. So if you want to print multiple pages, so select the next page as a page one. That means it will print again and again this page. So activate, and also, so now I am going to print the data, actual data based on the invoice number. So guys, so every invoice there will be a customer. So let's go and see the data first. SE16N. So what is the database table for the invoice? VBRK. Enter, and I will select some of the fields, VBLN and VKORG, VTWG, and also there is a customer number, total invoice value. The total invoice value will be, can anybody tell the amount field? Can anybody remember in the sales? What is the amount field, guys? What is the amount field? Just I am refreshing the things, whether you are doing the practice or not. I have explained many times what is the field invoice amount field. Same sales amount field, invoice amount field is same. What is the field for the amount? What is the fields for the amount? What is the field for the amount? No answer. NETWR. Many times we discussed NETWR. Execute. And you can see the value, invoice amount value. This is the invoice number. This is the amount value, and maybe you can see the currency as well, right? So if you want to, suppose I passed the invoice number to the smart form, and if I want to, print the amount, so what I need to write? Tell me. So I have to write in a code, right? So you need to have a code. If you want to print the data, you should be having a code. Suppose, so if I want to print the invoice value of this, so I pass the invoice number. I need to print this invoice value. So if I want to print this invoice value, I need to fetch the data from the database table VBRK. I need to fetch the data from VBRK database table. So I need to write in a logic. I need to write in a logic inside the smart form. So if I want to write in a logic inside the smart form, so which we have to, where we need to write, So if you want to do that, and so if you want to write in a logic, and where do you write the logic? Form interface, form attributes, global definitions. Where do we write the logic? Where do we write the
Global
logic?
definition.
Yeah, in the global definition, we can declare the data declarations. We can write the code inside the initialization, and you need to go to the global definitions and click on the global definition. Here I need to declare, guys, in the program. Suppose I need to have in a work area. Let's take an example. Work area, normally we follow GS underscore VBRK. This is my work area and the type, and I'm going to declare table as a reference. See, this becomes a work area, right? So what do you write in the program, guys? If you want to write a logic work area, what do you write? What do you write normally? In the program level, if you want to declare a work area, what you write? What you write? Hmm? What you write? So maybe data gs underscore vbrk and type, which is a, suppose if you declare a types internally ty underscore vbrk, but I want all the fields from the vbrk table, so I can give the reference as in a database table as well. So this way we can declare in a work area in the program level, right? Same way in the global data, we are going to declare the declarations. Here we can declare the declarations. So that's what we have to define in the table level. In the smartphone level, you need to declare in a global declarations. You have to declare in a global declarations, guys. So that's what, maybe that's what you can do. So I did this, and so I am going to declare a work area, and now I need to go to the initialization. Here I will write in a logic. So here my input parameter is, what is the input parameter for the smart form? What is the input parameters for the smart form? Where do you see the input parameters for a smart form? Where do we see input parameters, interfacing parameters for a smart form? Form interface. And I have an invoice number, and I will pick up this invoice number and I will keep it in the importing parameter. This is my value. I will pass this value to this initialization. I will get an output the value into the gs underscore vbrk. So here I will write in a select star from VBRK. Guys, for one invoice, how many records I can get from the VBRK table? For one invoice, how many records I can get from my invoice table? For one invoice, how many records I can get from the invoice table? Guys, principles. For how many records? One record. Very good. Why? Why one record? Why one record? Tell me the answer. Why
It's
one
header
record?
table.
Header table. Okay. Then one more thing. Header table, perfect. But what is the foundation here? If you can see this picture, what is the foundation? What is the
Is
foundation?
enable for one field.
Yeah, per primary key, perfect answer. See, the invoice number, billing document is nothing but invoice number is in a primary key. See, if you see it's in a blue color, that means it's in a primary key. The invoice number is in a primary key. So always for primary key, whenever you have a primary key, you can get always whenever you write, it will fetch only one record. That's in a primary key database principle. So one record. So if it is in a one record, what kind of select statement I need to write? What kind of select statement I need to write? If it is in a single record, if you want to read, what kind of select statement I need to write? What kind
Select
of
single
select
star.
select single star? Perfect answer. Select single star from VBRK into, do I use table? Do I use table? Do I use table? Do I use table? Can I use table statement? Can I use table statement here? Can I use table statement
No.
foundation? No, because it's not an internal table. And my target structure is GS underscore VBRK, and where VBELN primary key, which is equal to my invoice number IV underscore invoice. That's it, guys. So I fetched the data from the database and I kept the data in the GS underscore VBRK. So my data will be available based on the input. The data will be stored in the GS underscore VBRK. So I will use this GS underscore VBRK to print the values, guys. To print the values, I will use this GS underscore VBRK. So now I have the data in the GS underscore VBRK. I will use this data in my Smartforms. Okay, now I go to the here I create one more window for the invoice header details. Okay, we'll use an invoice header details. See, so I will go here. I create, right click, create a window. So this window I'm going to print invoice header details. See, I'm going to print the invoice underscore header details. Print invoice header details. Print invoice header details. Guys, it's in a meaningful description. Whatever you want, you can put. Here you need to provide naming convention. It is a secondary window. Save. See, once you change it here, it will in the left pan, it will change, guys. The descriptions, everything will be changed in the left pan. And if you can see here, I need to remove total clear screen. Yeah. So if you, what is the shortcut gate? Clear screen. Control Shift 7. Okay. So here you can see whenever you change the description and everything, this will be changed over here. You can see this will be changed over here. So this is the way. So meaningful descriptions you need to provide always whenever you design it. And also the type of the window is in a secondary window. Type of the window is in a secondary window. So that's what I did. Then I go to the um, next. Once you create a window, you need to align the window, guys. Where do you align the window? 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 In the form painter. You have to align the window in the form painter, guys. So now I am going to the form painter and go to the form painter. I think connection is down. So whenever I use a remote server from my local computer, it will be Now you can see this is my invoice window, guys. See, guys, now I need to adjust. So maybe what I will do is I will reduce the size of the main window. Okay, I will select the main window. I will reduce the height of the main window. So this is my main window. I will reduce it like this. See, I am reducing this, and see, guys, I get in a space. I get an invoice header details and take the invoice header details. Maybe I can print from here. Okay, this is my invoice header details. Drag, uh, increase the size. So this is my invoice header details, and save. And I provided some length and form painter. Hide the form painter. And guys, now I need to print what is the invoice number and what is the invoice amount and what is the currency, total invoice currency, maybe total value. So maybe I can go and print, create a text. So this text I am going to print. What is the value I need to print? Invoice number. Okay, print invoice number. This is the invoice number text. Smart forms are very easy, guys. No logical much. It's a all graphical tool. Okay, you need to design, that's it. But it's a laborious task. Okay, there are a lot of alignments which we have to do, but coding wise, very less coding. Okay, print invoice underscore number, print invoice number. See, whenever you save it, it will change in the left pan. Once you change, guys, whenever you create a text, always what you need to, where you need to go, where you have to go. So you have to select this button. You have to select this button, which is in a text editor. You have to select this button always and always and always. So this is the button which you need to click on. Okay, it's a standard way of doing. It's a good way of doing the text elements, and this is the thing which you need to do it, guys. Why I am highlighting, guys, because I'm explaining the online, so the navigation is very important, and you have to go to the text editor. Go to the text editor, and once you go to the text editor, do it now. So Smartforms little performance issue, guys. It will load a lot of things, so it is taking time to go to the text editor. Oh, why it's not going, guys? Save. Yeah, then go to change editor. Once you come to the screen, you have to go to the change editor. So before guys, it's a hard to coded data, we hard to coded. But now I need to print based on the invoice number. I need to print the invoice amount, right? So one customer will buy 10 items. The cost is 100 rupees. The another customer will buy another 20 items. The cost is different. Every customer will have a different invoice amount, right? So how can you fetch it? How can you print the global data? See invoice number, and what is the invoice number? Dynamically, I need to print the invoice number. How can I print it? If you want to print that dynamically, we need to use any text elements. So the text elements, we print the data, dynamic data, print dynamic data by using text symbols. Okay, text symbols. So what exactly the text symbol? So you have to start with ampersand, and let's take an example, GS underscore VBRK. Hyphen, what is the invoice number? VBELN. So this is the way we need to print it, guys. GS underscore VBRK is a work area, and VBLN contains the invoice number. We have to use the ampersand, prefix and suffix. Sorry, prefix and postfix. You have to do the ampersand. So this is the way we print the data in the smart forms. Take this data and go to the uh, smart form, and here I will print an invoice number. See, it will print an invoice number over here, guys. So like this, I will print an invoice total amount. So invoice amount. So which is equal to, now tell me what is the logic which I need to do. Can anybody tell? For the invoice amount, what value I need to print? GS underscore VBRK hyphen. What is the value? What is the value of
NETWR.
NETWR? Close the ampersand, enter, and currency key. So what is the currency which I need to build? Currency field, maybe you are not aware, even I didn't remember. Maybe it should be in a WAERKRS. So maybe I'll check the database table, come back and come back, Control F, WAERK, enter. ERK or ERS, maybe yeah, it should be there. No, it's not. Yeah, it's there. You can select and execute. Always, guys, data dictionary is very important. So that is the key, because data is the key for any software. Even the database concepts are so very key for the any software building. So you have to refer the database table, then only you can write the code. So if you by heart, it doesn't work out. Always you have to check with the database table. So refer the database table and try to build a logic. See the currency using a USD INR. You can see then a INR. This is the invoice number. 2500 is the invoice value. Okay, so I can print the WAERK. See guys, the three details I'm going to print it and come back. Now activate your smart form. Very slow. Okay guys, activate the smart form. It takes some time. My internet is good. I don't know. It's maybe the server internet is not that much good. So Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but the problem is uh, I am not able to present. So how can I? Because I log in again, still the existing session is running. So can I make myself as a presenter? So who is the presenter now? Akhil, yeah, it is tech me. Share my how to make my how to share here. So I'm not able to get my share screen option. So okay, settings, more, how to set up. See, I logged off. Even the screen is there. Yeah. Uh, so how to present here? We'll do one thing here. How to log off this session? I do not have option. Hello. I'm audible now.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'll go to the smart form again. I'm not sure whether the last changed details will be available or not. Very slow here. Yeah. Smart forms. Mm. Opening this transaction, it is taking this much time. Change. Sorry. So maybe expand this. Yeah, it is there. Yeah, it is there, guys. So invoice details are available. So maybe we'll try to activate. So you should be patient, guys. Smart forms will take some time for the activation. Okay. No, see, the details are not available, guys. Go to the change editor. I lost the changed things, the printing the invoice number and all. So those details will be deleted. Go to change editor. So print the invoice number, invoice amount and currency. Invoice number, odd code, and the invoice number dynamic value should be GS underscore VBRK hyphen okay VBG LN and enter. Ah, and invoice amount ampersand GS underscore VBRK underscore VBRK hyphen NET WR ampersand. And guys, this can be a project for the academic. Okay, Rahul, I have given the project, same project. You can you can take this example. Okay, GS underscore VBRK hyphen WAERK. That's it. So this is the three details I am printing. and save. Better first to save it because activation takes a lot of time. In between, if there is a connection error, then we will lose our changes. So first I saved first, then I will activate. See, now I saved it. I will activate now. Now activate. See guys, our smart form is activated. So whenever we test, it will generate a function module. So we have to test the function module. So here I need to pass the invoice value guys. Before I just used hard coded, but now we will use the invoice value to print the data. We will pass an invoice number. So execute the function module, pass the invoice value. So parallelly, I open one more session. I will take one of the example invoice value. So SE16N guys, always use SE16N. It is good. Okay. So you can select, you can choose the fields, whatever you want. So it's very good tool, advanced tool. So VBRK, and I want output fields. I don't want all. So select VBLN, some VKORG, VTWG. Maybe I am printing only those things, guys. NETWR, NETWR, and also maybe if you can find KUNNR, that is KUNR. See, guys. See, payer, who is going to pay the bill, and sold to party, and invoice creation date, and also currency type. Execute. So maybe I can take one of the invoice value, which is a INR. Maybe this is my invoice value cost. This invoice value I am going to pass here. So Control V, and maybe better. So IV underscore invoice, and execute and print in the LP01 and go with the print preview. And wow, you can see guys, invoice number this, and the amount is 2500. The currency is INR guys. So this is the value which we have printed. See, 2500 and INR is the invoice value. This is the way we can print that dynamically. The value we can print dynamically guys. So guys, this looks odd. It's not looking good. So what I'm going to do is now, maybe I need to bold the EDG technologies. I need to bold the invoice number. I need to bold the invoice amount. I need to bold the currency. So how you can bold the fonts inside a smart forms? So that's what we need to do it. How you can do that? So if you want to do that, actually, we are going to use, if you want to align the things, so which object we are going to use in smart forms? If you want to do any alignments and fonts and everything, what kind of object we will use? So what kind of object we will use? We will use any styles guys. So the transaction code to create a style for the smart form is, it's a smart styles. So the transaction code we use is a smart styles. This is the transaction code to align the values and fonts and font sizes and bold and left alignment, right alignment, barcodes, QR codes, everything will be designed in the smart styles. The transaction code is in a smart styles. So I go and design a smart style for the invoice. So the transaction code is smart styles. Enter. and create a GSF 9 underscore invoice underscore style and create. And standard paragraph you have to mention it's in a P1. So actually you need to create, guys, sorry. So create an a header data. So here you need to create a header data, create an sorry, paragraph format. So first you need to create a paragraph format first. So create the paragraph format. So select create node. So my paragraph is P1. So I'm designing in a paragraph. Okay, it's in a paragraph. Okay, which is in a left aligned. So you can put the alignments and font. What font do you need? So maybe I need a helv. Helv is in a font which I am going to use, or else we can use Courier. Yes, I use a Courier, no, but standard always we use a helv 17. We are going to use it, and font size is 10. Okay, font style is maybe I don't put anything here. Save it. So this is my paragraph format. So I am going to save that paragraph format in the Smartforms. Once you select this paragraph format, here you need to put the select the header section. What is the paragraph format? Save it. And I need to design a character format. Let's take, I'm going to create a character format. Right click, create node. I need a bold, guys. So my character format is B1. You can put any name, but I need to have in a bold format. I'm selecting a B1. Okay. So here you can come and it's bold the text. Okay, and save. And if you want to do the bold, so come here, select font family helv maybe 17, and size is 10, and font style is you need to select on a bold. So I selected in a font style as in a bold. Save it. So this is my B1. So here you can see B1 is my bold and activate. So I have activated the style. So take this style. So where you can maintain the styles, guys, where you can maintain the styles in a smart form in the form attributes. See, in the output option, instead of system, I maintain my own style, guys. See, I maintain my own style. So this is my custom style which I have created my own purpose. I can create my own style and I can design the things. And after you do this, so this is my style, and I will apply this style in the uh, company address. Maybe I am going to apply this style in the, go to the general attributes always in the text level and go to the change editor and edit. Sorry, go to change editor. See, guys, it's an HTML tags, guys. If you want to bold HTML tag, how do you write it, guys? Can anybody tell? HTML tag, how do you write the bold in HTML? UI5 you learn it. How do you write the bold tag in HTML?
B. Tag
Huh?
B.
Yeah,
Tag
tag
B.
B, right? So this is the one, and end slash B, right? This is what you did, and here slash. This is what you did, right? Huh? So here I design a font with what, guys? With what I did is designed a font with a bold
B1.
B1. Here you need to put B1, guys. That's it. See, now this EDG technologies becomes a bold, guys. So that's the way of bolding the things in the text editor. Now you can see, guys, but I think slash is not required in the end. So go to again, B1 is not required. Just put end slash. That's it. Okay, B1 is not required. And go to the change editor. You have to change in the editor itself. See, so this is not required. Sorry. This is only put a slash and slash, it becomes a bold. Now you come back, you can see now. See, EDG technologies becomes in a bold, guys. And also same way, I go to the invoice number. So go to the invoice number, print, you print invoice, go here and make the bold of the text, only text. So go to the change editor. So here, from here only, from here to here, I need bold, guys. So here I put, okay, B1, this, and from colon, I need a bold slash bold. That's it. Okay. Here I need B1 and colon, after colon, I want slash. And from currency, I need bold to the colon, I want bold. Okay. That's it. Come back. See guys, now you can see this becomes a bold and activate your smart form. So now you can test. So test and pass the value, invoice value. What is the invoice value, guys? So maybe take it out. So this is my invoice value and pass the invoice value. Whatever you pass, you will get the details, guys. So LP01 print preview. And now you can see, guys, EDG technologies become C colors, EDG technologies in bold and also more beautiful. Also, I can do this. And maybe I can go back, I can align this data in a box. Okay. So maybe I go to the window level. So guys, every window I put in a box. So this is my window. So window output options. See here, guys, very, very important. So if you want to do in a box, so here you can see this frame, preview frame. Okay. So if you select this box, this window will be printed in a box, guys, like this. This window prints a box like this. It is going to print. Okay. I put in a box. I will highlight in a box now. See. So select this box and select this box, apply. See. Now the box is applied. All right. Now the box is applied and activate. Same way, save company address, select the box and invoice header, select the box and activate. Now again, test. So it's all like girls, guys. Muggulu వేస్తారు కదా, same. So the smart forms is like girls activity, I can say. So it's all more beautification and alignments and all. So now I can go here and maybe I can select this time the different currency USD. Maybe I can take this 008. See, dynamically we are printing the values. So based on the invoice value, it will print. So 9008 and execute. And LP01 and print preview. Ah, okay, but my box is not coming, but the values are changed. You can see these are different invoice, value is different and USD is different. So I should get in a box, guys. Why it's not coming, we'll see. And maybe I think so something I need to select on the window level. So I have activated the box and always draw box and shading. I'm selecting always draw box and shading and always draw box and shading. Something we need to do, guys. Remember, did you remember Nitin? So if you want to get box, something I need to do, some percentage I need to give here. Okay, maybe I will try this. I remember. So something I need to do. Even you should select that and even you need to write, you need to put something, guys. So execute LP01. So you will get in a box. Now, no, it's not coming. Something I need to do to get in a box. I think I need to give the percentage saturation, maybe saturation 20. Okay, 100%. Okay, shading. Okay, this is the backend shading, guys. Okay, maybe I can put some kind of shading like this. So backend shading, I can put 50 percentage. I think it's a backend of that window. Maybe that's the thing. So it's kind of, I can put on a gray color. Maybe I can put 50% shading we can apply on the background. So this is a background shade actually. This is a background shade activate. And line, I think line, this is which we need to give 100%. Yeah. So maybe I can put this kind of box. I put on a 100% shading, and so same thing I can apply. So here also I can put 100% shade, and also here also I can apply the 100. It's all trial and error, guys. So this is what in the smart form. Okay, I activated this. Maybe I can test now and execute and give the value here and execute now and LP01 and print preview. Now you can see something it is coming, but so it's totally black, and I think I need to take it out some of the details. So what I did, so 100 PT, I think this we need to put something like 2 PTs. I put on a 2 PT, guys. This line, maybe I can increase little more. 5, yeah, you can see 5 PT. Did you see here? Only 5 points I put black. Maybe I can put 3 points, 3 PT. Yeah, 3 PT size I put. And in the background color, maybe I don't put any thing. So don't apply the background color. So here I come to here, and here you can put how much, guys? 3 PT, and don't put anything. Percentage 0. Okay, invoice header, and this also put 3 PT, 3 PT, and don't put any shading and 0%. Okay, now you can activate this. Yeah, so now you can see. So everything is 3 points I put as a border line, and now you can print the smart form. Print the smart form and Control V and execute now. LP01 print preview. Yes, guys, now you can see the beautiful boxes as well. So like this, you can beautify, guys. So you can beautify, you can print. See, and also this alignment and this alignment is not proper. Maybe I need to increase this to the little top, and I need to decrease this to the little below. So we need to do proper alignments, guys. So here, guys, I printed very less data. The page is enough, but in the real time, we will be getting a problem, space problems. So it's very, very difficult. So because I should not design like this, so I should properly align. Otherwise, it will print on the more and more papers. So the paper cost is more to the company. So I need to align this with a properly with more data. That we will see in the tomorrow's class. We will print a lot of details, and we will use a conjunctive space we will use, and we will design the smart form, guys. So this is a simple and basic on the first day, and so we will design tomorrow little complicated smart form by printing more data. So that's it for that day. And if you want to refer my smart form, I can download and upload the smart forms, guys. So download the form, desktop, and batch 9. So I comes to the again batch 9 to the folder and smart forms. Maybe from now I can give the videos as well on daily basis. So maybe I can download because Smartforms is total navigation purpose. I'm going to use, and I can share this Smartform. You can directly upload into your system, guys, or else you can refer this Smartform. Then uh, you can build your own Smartforms. So that's it for that now on the Smartform side. And so with that's it from Smartform side. If you have any questions, let me know. Any questions, Pratyusha and Rahul? Are you clear? Are you feeling difficult or clear? Because other guys are familiar with the online training.
No difficult, sir. Once I have to try it, then I can know.
Yeah, that's okay. But are you following the screens and all? Because other
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are
yes,
familiar.
Yes, yes.
You are, yeah, because you didn't attend much online classes, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
We
So
have no difficulty.
I will send the PPT, and you have to check from the Smartform onwards, or else you can refer previous also. That's not a problem. Okay, I will send the PPT. I will send this file just now, which I have downloaded the Smartform, and also maybe I can try to download the video. Maybe I will try to upload. I will try to share the video as well. Okay. So thank you all. Maybe other people will connect. Pratyusha and Rahul not required at 4 o'clock. So we have an FURE class at 4 o'clock. Please plan accordingly. Okay. Thank you all. Bye bye. See you in the evening.
Yeah, bye.